Okay, we're going to look at D minor pentatonic. So that would be at the 10th fret here. So our normal box would look like D, C, A, G, F, D. Then it starts over again. D, C, A, G, F, D. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave all the notes in this fret here the same, but instead of playing in front of this bar, we're going to play behind it. So if I play D, C, A, but I play D, C, A, it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to play D, C, A, G. If I go here, D, C, A, G right here. Okay, this time I'm going to go all the way to the F. So D, C, A, G, F. They haven't left my box. Okay, so this time I'm going to go D, C, A, G, F with my third finger. Okay, this time we'll go all the way to the D note. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. D, C, A, G, F, D. Okay, we're going to continue on down. I'm going to catch the C here. So I'm going to go play behind the bar. D, C, A, G, F, D, C. Okay, this time we'll go all the way to the A. D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A. So D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A. This time we'll go all the way to the G. I'm going to do it back here. D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G. So this time we'll go to F, the low F here. So it's going to be D, C, A, G, F, D, A, D, C, A, G, F. D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G, F. So we got one note left. We'll go to the D. So D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G, F, D. D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G, F, D. lot of times people might play this F. It might go down there. So that's staying the same. Till we get to the C, then I'm going to play A, G, F. And then D. Okay, so I could do the same thing here. If I wanted to go D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G, F, D. Or I could do this. Could do all those all I did was change the end of it. Still the same notes. D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, G, F, D. I can change it any spot I want. If I want to change from the D, sounds a little different than playing here. Still the same notes, but doesn't have the slide in it. See how all those notes never change? Everything's staying straight in that line. So this gives me the ability to move wherever I want. If I wanted to, just as we did here, we played, and I decided I wanted to slide down and play D, C, A, G, F, D, C, A, slide down to G, play F, and then D. So I could do the same thing here. So we could just work, depending on where we want to pivot from, the notes are all the same. D, C, A, G, F, D. When I'm coming out of that box. All the times the notes are the same. We have D, C, A, G, F, D. 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 Same notes. Now we could take it from here. I could go, that's like building it over again. So again, we took, when we moved to here, so most of our notes were at the 7th fret for where that D is. So, but if I take it here, same notes, D, C, A, G, F, D, the same. A, C, D, F, G, A, C, D, F, G, A, C, D. So just giving us a little bit of variation because it sounds different. And if we play here, I can put that flat 5 note in, so it becomes, it's just the note between the G and the G and the A. Keep adding that note. These patterns are totally movable. It just gives us some other ideas